Okay. So in this video, we are going to be doing systems of quadratic and linear equations. So we're basically just going to be combining the quadratic and the linear equations together on the same graph. So don't freak out, it's not going to be as hard as it might seem. So some things to remember is you're going to want to graph the quadratic equation first. So that'll either be in standard form or vertex form. So you're just going to have to know which one it will be in or which one it's in to find everything. So find the vertex. Make a table of values to include that vertex that you just found and the 2 points on either side of the vertex. And then graph all those points. Okay, so let's start with that down here. So first of all, you've got to know which one is the quadratic. So remember, we can tell if something is quadratic by the x squared. So that's this one here. So I still go through and say what A, B, and C are. So A is 2, B is 0, and C is 0. So this one here is in our standard form. The vertex form has the parentheses. So I need to find the vertex. I do that by the negative b over 2a. So negative 0 over 2 times 2. So that's 0 over 4, which is just 0. And because that's a whole number, I can plug this equation into my y equals and get my y value. So if I do 2x squared, I get the table. So 0, the y value then is 0 as well. So the y is 0, making our vertex 0, 0. So if I make that table of values, I would pick the 2 above and 2 below. So negative 2 is 8. Negative 1 is 2. And remember, they mirror, so this is going to be 2 and 8. So now I'm going to go ahead and graph all those points. So 0, 0, 1, 2, and negative 1, 2, and then 2, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So nothing different from what we've already been doing. Then we want to make sure that your linear equation is in our y equals mx plus b form and graph it on the same coordinate plane or graph. So you're going to put it on the same graph as this one using the slope, which is your m, and the y-intercept, which is the b. So our m, our b. So there's a 1 in front of this, which means that our m value is 1 over 1, and b is 3. So this is where I'm going to begin. So 3, 1, 2, 3. And then from there, I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, all the way across the graph. Okay. Okay, then last thing that you are going to do is identify how many solutions your system has by looking to see how many times the two graphs cross each other. So if I'm looking down here, these cross right here and right here. So this has two solutions. So you can either have two solutions, one solution, or no solutions. Okay, so let's do another example. So here is one in vertex form. Okay, so because this one is in vertex form, we don't have to find the vertex, they give that to us. So remember, your vertex is negative h and then your k. So it's the opposite of this, so because this is positive 1, it's going to be negative 1, and our k is negative 6. So let's get some other points in there. So negative 2, negative 3, 0, 1. So if I plug this one in, so 2 parentheses x plus 1 squared minus 6, get that table. So negative 3 is 2, negative 2 is negative 4, and then they're going to mirror. So negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0, negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 2. Okay, so try to make it look as much as a U as possible. Okay. So this is not in y equals form. So we're going to have to put that in y equals form. So I'm just going to do my work for that up here. So I'll start by subtracting x on both sides so that this goes away. And then I'll divide by 3. So that y equals, now there's that imaginary 1 right here. So negative 1/3 x plus 6 divided by 3 is 2. So that makes our m negative 1/3, and our b 2. So if I start at 2, then I'm going to go down 1 over 3. Okay. So then, just looking at this, I can see that this crosses twice, meaning that there are 2 solutions. Okay. So I want you to try this one on your own, but we're going to go ahead and do this one. So this one is back in that standard form. So I'm going to go ahead and say that A is 1, B is negative 10, and C is 25. So I need to find the vertex. So x is the negative b, so negative 10 over 2 times a. So the 2 negatives are going to make a positive 10 over 2, which is 5. So because that's a whole number, I can plug this into my calculator. So x squared minus 10x plus 25 to get that the y value. So at a positive 5, our y value is 0. So that makes our vertex 5, 0. So 4, 3, 6, and 7. So 3 is 4. 4 is at 1, and then they just mirror. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, and 1, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this one is already in y equals, so m is our negative 2 over 1, and then b is negative 3. So that means I'm going to start down here, 1, 2, 3, go down 2 and over 1. Okay. Okay, so these ones aren't crossing at all, which means that this is no solution. If you want to write that as just NS, that's fine. Or you can say 0 solutions. Okay, so not too terrible. Like I said, you're just combining the quadratics with the systems. You don't actually have to say what those points are or anything, just the number of solutions. Okay, so let me know if you've got any questions, and have a great day.